Hey YouTube, thought I'd make a video about the tractor here. A couple issues. One was the transmission leak, really wasn't obvious, and another one was the air code for the EGR. It would be P0400. Um, I'll tell you how I fixed those two things, and we'll get under the hood. Okay, let's go. Okay, on the transmission leak, I have the engine out. Transmission's just sitting there. Pull the torque converter, put a new seal in there, pull the pan, replace the pan gasket and the filter, put all that back together. Got all this engine back together, all cleaned up, stuffed back in there. Put about 4.5 quarts of oil in it. I did drain the converter face down. That's as much as you can drain it. There's no drain plug in it. And it took 4.5 quarts to fill this after I was all done. And it went out, it drove just fine, but I'd come back, park the vehicle, and there would be oil draining off of the back of the transmission, kind of like where your pan is on the top side. There's oil all around it, and I'm going, what is this? What's all the oil draining? There's nothing up there. Is it coming out the overflow vent? Well, the overflow vent on this transmission actually comes up and goes up right behind the head on the engine. So I'm thinking, no, there's got to be something else. I'm feeling up there, and I feel this little thing. Feel the top side of this and some wires running in. So you can't see it, you can just feel it. So I pulled the exhaust off. That would be the catalytic converter. Took the cross member for the transmission off. It's stuffed up in there. You've only got like that much room on the side of the transmission. So I lowered the transmission, and then you could see this actually with your, with your eye from the bottom there. And I got a little camera. What do you, the camera from Harbor Freight, with on the end of the snake there, and got on the top side of it and looked at it, and I've got oil all over this thing. So the top, right where the pan comes, bolts on, the top of the transmission goes like that, and the round part goes like that. This goes down in through the top side down. So these little plastic things on the end there, they were really they were still there, but pushing this thing back out, of course they broke off. And this little little O-ring, this is what was leaking. So I went to my local transmission shop. Locally, I'm just a half mile from one. Got a new one of these. He said there was 3 electric connectors, but I had a 2. Actually, I only have 1 wire going to it. So I just made sure that that 1 wire and the electric connector was the same. Plugged in, the 1 wire plugged into the same thing under here. So took this one out, stuck the new one in. Of course, you had to take the, whoops. Had to take the pan gasket off again. Take the pan off so you can push this out. Now with that transmission down a little bit, and stick this back in here. Cleaned everything up on the top side of the pan. Steam cleaning just quite didn't get that. So replace this and put everything back together, and voila, there you go. Leak was gone, so the transmission doesn't leak at all now. Nothing leaks. The engine, I sealed the bottom of the pan gasket, the rear main seal, all that. I took that apart and did that, and it's in some of my other videos. But this was the transmission leak. Very hard to find. So if you have a tracker, probably a Suzuki automatic transmission, you have one of these. This is a 97. so I have no idea how far they go back, but that's the thing that was leaking. You cannot see it, you had to feel it. Okay, this is RV Jerry. I hope that helps other people out there. I know it helped one guy on a forum. He couldn't figure out what was wrong with his, and just a few days before my problem. I hope he's seen it, or hope he got it fixed. Thanks for watching. This is RV Jerry and the tracker, or the new tow car.